Couple of transfers getting their first taste of the Cy-Hawk rivalry. Peterson coming over from Rutgers for Poulin. He had a very successful career at Northern Colorado. Second match of the afternoon. Poulin ranked 9th in the country. Peterson coming in, a mark of 4-1 this year, the senior from New Jersey. Look at Peterson so far this year in his first 5 matches. Hasn't been scoring a ton of points, but he's been able to win the tight matches. A 4-2 win over Spencer Moore of Illinois, beat Spratley of Oklahoma State 5-4, had a sudden victory win against Pitt and Tyler Chappell. His only loss was to Nick Bouzakis by fall in the national duels.
You start to wonder, with a new environment, and they wrestled back in March, what changes have they made? Now, they are who they are, but what little tweaks have they done to make them a little better? Stevo Poulin is real nice slide by there. He's got to get behind him just a little more. Stevo's really staying tight on the hip. But what are the changes that they have to do to make the difference? Stevo's really a counter guy, good on top. And Peterson, as you said before, he has the flair for the dramatics at the end. He may keep it close, but at the end, you start feeling that Peterson is going to be that guy.
These two met last year. Poulin able to knock off Peterson in the blood round, 6-4 at the NCAA. So the second time they have collided in less than a year. Stevo Poulin, the returning All-American, 3-time NCAA qualifier. He had his heart crushed 2 years in a row in the blood round before finally able to cross the hump last year, ironically with the win over Peterson, and then earn his first trip to the podium. Straight on shot by Peterson, corralled effectively here by Poulin. Front head position. Let's see what direction Stevo Poulin wants to go with it.
Look for it. It was a nice little sucker drag that Peterson had, but as he was coming with the sucker drag, Poulin came in with an underhook to stop that. These guys are seasoned vets.
10 weight classes in a college wrestling duel. Iowa State winning the first one a few moments ago at heavyweight. 3-0 lead for the Cyclones.
Good motion there by Stevo. Not any real committed shots, but he kept the offense going and earned a stall call against Peterson. Peterson's got to watch his shots and extending himself too much, because you saw early he had a slide by Poulin, and another time he took a shot, a slide by was coming. When Peterson shoots, he's got to keep his hips underneath him. Good shot.
Long-range shot by Peterson into a waterfall, short time. Dean Peterson looking over at the tower clock. Won't have enough time to finish it. We end the first period a draw. No score, nothing settled between these two. Don't forget, the third annual ACC-SEC Men's Basketball Challenge begins Tuesday. This is our must-see ESPN doubleheader. Cameron Boozer, number 4 Duke. They host Thomas Haupt, 10th-ranked Florida, inside Cameron Indoor, 7:30 Eastern. In the battle between Blue Bloods, Caleb Wilson, number 16 North Carolina, at Rupp Arena, taking on Denzel Aberdeen, number 19 Kentucky. Should be 2 great games coming up on Tuesday.
You saw that Peterson deferred, meaning that he's going to take the choice in the third period, assuming when it gets to the third period. And we have what's called blood time on Stevo Poulin. Now, in high school, there's a time on blood, 5 minutes, but in college, it's the referee saying it's my time, and they're just going to clean it up.
Poulin and his Northern Colorado teammate, Vinny Zerbin, both hitting the transfer portal this offseason. They were available following the coaching change, with Troy Nickerson leaving Northern Colorado and taking the position at Army West Point after that spot was vacated by Kevin Ward, who joined David Taylor's staff in Stillwater. So with Nickerson leaving, Poulin and Zerbin both hit the portal, and Kevin Dresser able to land 2 really good fits in a couple of weight classes that Iowa State needed some help at.
Not just 2 fits, but 2 All-Americans. I mean, when you go into the portal and you bring in All-Americans, that's an immediate boost to your team.
Look at the additions this year, not just from the mountains of northern Colorado, but they went to the East Coast to land Isaac Dean, who we will see at 184 pounds, and then from a Big 12 foe in Rocky Elam in Missouri. 4 huge additions in this modern era of college wrestling.
In college wrestling, mat wrestling is the difference. Stevo Poulin had a great ride at the NCAAs, and now let's see what Peterson does.
Quick stand up underneath by Poulin. He's immediately up to his feet, and that did not take long. He is away. Lightning quick stand up off the whistle from Poulin, and Iowa State up 1-0.
That was a really good stand up. Controlled the wrist, got his hips away, and back on the attack. Remember, Stevo Poulin has been one that's the aggressor, and Peterson has a stall against him. Peterson, when he opens up, he's really dangerous. Slide.
Had the head and arm both pinched, but unable to throw Poulin off his base.
Looked like that little side headlock really had Poulin double ups, double underhooks.
Look for the inside trip, nothing there, working near the edge. Now the action goes out of bounds.
We got more blood coming. You know, Sean, it seems like Peterson has started to have a change from the first period. Like he's starting to warm up a little more. You see the little jab steps moving.
Changing his levels a little bit more.
Right. And Stevo's really not penetrating with his shots. It seems like Peterson is starting to figure this out a little more.
The escape has been it so far. 125 pounds, our second weight class in the 89th Cy-Hawk duel. See the nose starting to bleed again for Poulin. 20 seconds. Head buried underneath. Dean Peterson. Poulin trying to reshoot. Short time and a low-scoring bout. No real surprise. Two wrestlers who know each other. One last shot there by Peterson, and that's going to be it. 1-0.
Here's the question. Is Peterson going to go underneath or is he going to stay neutral? He's looking, he's talking to coach. He made a decision. He made a decision. He's going underneath. It might be a great decision or it might not be a good decision. But when you look at your coach like that and you all both agree, you know something.
And again, keep in mind, it was a late ride by Poulin at the Nationals last year that sent him to a win. So Peterson says, I want to go underneath anyways and show my improvement since my arrival in Iowa City.
And you know what? It's not just keep him down for the whole period. It's enough to get the riding time. Good roll.
Tries to hit the roll. Poulin sticks to him like glue. Now Peterson
That's
looking
a cradle.
for the reversal.
That's a cradle.
Does he have enough room to pull it off? Still has his right toe in bounds if he can drag Poulin back in. And they
That's
go
one.
out.
One lost control. I agree with that call. He did not break that hip down on the cradle. He was face to face. I agree with that call. Now, when you had the cradle, let's go back to this. So he gets in, he does what's called a Granby, watch him roll. He held the leg. When you see him hold the leg, he turns, watch him lock the cradle. Yes, sir, right there. Now, he's still on his butt. He did not break him to the side. So face him like that is not enough to give a reversal. Therefore, it's not 2 points, but it is loss of control. 1-1, 1:29 left in the third period. Cy-Hawk duel.
Riding time not a factor in this third period. Comes down to a takedown match, 1:15 to go.
This is where Peterson has really been dangerous. We said when it gets close like this late in the match, this is where Peterson usually shows up. There's a shot, little roll here. Coming through. Nothing's changing here.
Poulin's going to continue to clamp down on the right ankle. You see Peterson desperately trying to free it up.
He's going to try and push that knee up to get a takedown here, but a good jump out of Peterson. Watch him try to roll through. He's going to try and roll him through. Watch him try to roll. He's trying to roll. He's holding the ankle. No takedown. Good job here. It looks like a reverse, almost a takedown.
And
there's a
there it is.
takedown.
Peterson gets the 3 late for Iowa. 4-1, the Hawkeye out in front.
The late dramatics that we talked about. We said it earlier, Sean. When it's late and it's tight in a match like this, Peterson shows up, and boy, is he showing up. This is a toss-up match that the Hawkeyes needed big time.
Poulin gets away, needs a takedown to win it, short time. Dean Peterson trying to get Iowa on the board. Poulin on the hunt. Peterson backing off. Iowa ties it up. In his first Cy-Hawk battle, Dean Peterson turns the tables on Stevo Poulin. 4-2 for the Hawkeye, and the Brands brothers celebrate a win at 125.